Welcome back, Your Majesty. How are you doing today? I hope that you're doing all right. And if it's your first time coming on here, I'd like to say you're welcome. Please remember to subscribe to this channel and let's become one big family. So, this video is sad for me because this man is a judge and he gets to find out that the two sons that he has been even paying things for are not his children, because and that's exactly what he has been doing in court. Like, he's been standing in paternity court and judge talking about this: he's not your son, he's not your daughter, she is not your daughter. And then he finds that all these years those are the shoes that he was standing in. What do you do? Anyway, let me roll the clip so that you hear how he got to find out that these were not his children after 51 years of marriage. And I'll definitely be back to give my 2 cents on it.
I have been married for 51 years. Got 2 sons, 42 and 40. Damn deadbeats. I'm still supporting the little boogers. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother. Found out something interesting. They ain't my kids. There's somebody else's. Of course, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those 2 idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman, or, yeah, they were milkmen back when they came around. I mean, God only knows. It sure gets old. I do wish I knew who the real fathers were. And they ain't the same. She was bopping a couple of different guys. But if I could figure out who they were, I've been practicing law long enough that I pretty well figure I could sue their ass and get all my money back that I sunk into those 2 deadbeats. It just chaps my ass that she couldn't tell me. I'd probably forgiven her. Maybe not. You know how it is. Hell, boys, y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell by looking who's the daddy unless you're looking down at the genetic level. I've been in court thousands of times in paternity suits, and 4 out of 5 times, guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right. And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure. These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked sex. You ain't nothing. Well, I guess that pretty well completes that story. I'll go home, start drafting up some divorce papers, see if I can't get free of that crazy bitch. I mean, I stayed with her for the sake of the children and the grandchildren, now the great-grandchildren. But they ain't no kin of mine. Fuck 'em. Divorce papers. Y'all need to go get your own paternity test.
And here we go again. Imagine getting divorced at that age because you find out the children that you've loved for 40 plus years are not yours. And this man also has grandchildren and great-grandchildren. None of them share his DNA. So imagine becoming 70 plus years old and you think you have a whole legacy built of all these people that are now here on earth because of your DNA. But it's not. And he even alluded to the fact that both children might have also come from different men. Imagine that. In his video, he also stated that he presided over thousands of paternity cases. And that in 4 out of 5 of those cases, that the father was not the biological father. 4 out of 5. We need more laws protecting men from this maneuver. This is fraud and should be taken quite seriously. Much like the cuckoo bird that lays an egg in another bird's nest in order to dupe the host into raising the hatchling as their own. Far too many women are doing the same to men. I'm going to say it again. Get your kids swapped, guys. As this judge said in the longer version of his video, you cannot go by looks. If this judge had found out earlier, he could have left her, remarried, had his own children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and built an authentic legacy. I doubt for a moment this judge would have ever thought he would be on this side of the fence. Duplicitous behavior is rampant, and you don't want to become the victim of that.
Over half a decade of this kind of thing feels like such a waste. Like, it's just so sad. Because at the end of the day now, who's your family really? Who gets to be your children? And when he files for a divorce, I think it's better because I feel like seeing that woman and those children is a constant reminder of how he has been lied to and betrayed. Almost like, I don't know, 3/4 of his life, I should say, at this point. Because if you were going to think about it, he was probably 70 something years when they got married. So now it's 51 plus. That's just a sorry tale, you guys. And others are still wondering if this judge's reaction in this video gives the fact that the 2 sons are not his. I think I would really not go that far because I feel like he's really holding it down. When you think about it, it's too much of a regret. You have put in resources. You have tried to stay with this person who's jumping from man to man for the sake of these kids that are not yours. It's just really sad. Has any of you heard anything like this happen to anybody, the neighbor or a friend, or is it really happening to you? And any sort of betrayal, you guys comment in the comment section below. And it's just sad for this judge that he can be in a place to, you know, tell people that this is not your child, that is not your child, only to find out later. Over half a decade. Like, I'm repeating that because it's just like on my head like this. I don't understand it. I don't get it. To come and find out that he's also actually in the shoes like that. I definitely feel he should have been told earlier to say they're not your children because he doesn't know if he has a problem or not, you know, or if it was something that they could have sorted out together or not. And better still, who's their father? Is it the postman, the mailman, or the milkman? Really, it's just so sad. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.